Hey everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect 2 playthrough. So, like I said last time, there's been a little bit of a time jump. The last thing that you guys would have watched me doing is recruiting Garrus, also known as Archangel, and adding him to the crew. I told you at the end of the last playthrough is that I was going to take that time afterwards. That's where I normally do it in my Mass Effect 2 playthroughs, is doing a bunch of the side quests, specifically the Firewalker and Normandy side quests. Because they just are, Normandy side quests is you'd be you watching the Normandy crash site quests would be you watching me around finding 20 dog tags, and the Firewalker side quests are just really short, brief. This is kind of along in the veins of the Mako side quests from Mass Effect 1 that you just drove around in this machine and this thing and did something. So with that, we are now going to pick up where we left off. We're going to start off by going to go talk to a few of the crew members and getting to know them a little bit better. First one we're going to talk about is with Morgan.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. Wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the Special Task Group doing with the krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly
shots fired
durable.
at Krogan
Redundancy,
scientists.
backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Did the krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists?
Oh, I already asked
Krogan
that.
physiology incredible. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy, Krogan included.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
I'd imagine things generally go better when they go as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
If the krogan are so dangerous, why not just sterilize them outright?
Not a war criminal, not a murderer. Genocide, unnecessary. Krogan as a whole, violent, aggressive, still have outliers, worth saving. Genophage modification protected galaxy, allowed Krogan chance to survive. Everyone wins. Good for us, good for them.
And that's the part that I'm talking about when it comes to Morden's, the genophage being a lot more nuanced than we get in Mass Effect 1. Is that, it's... Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. If we killed the krogan, if you genophaged the krogan to the point where it was a genocide, well, that's wrong. But if you had let the krogan do what they did, basically, so just a reminder, the krogan were uplifted to stop a species of aliens known as the Rachni, and the Rachni were just rampaging across the galaxy, killing everything, conquering everything. The Krogan, with their levels of aggression and strength and regenerative capabilities, were uplifted to fight the Rachni, and they did, and they fought and they beat the Rachni. After that, the Krogan, who at the time were capable of laying thousands of eggs, one fertile female could lay thousands of eggs at a time, and so give birth to thousands of children, were then, they didn't have, if they had been allowed to continue, and they started getting aggressive and rebellious, and they started, trying to conquer, they would have become a second Rachni. And so it was this thing of, the genophage was not only, was actually protecting the Krogan by stabilizing their population growth, by making it so, okay, instead of having thousands of children, sure, you have 1 in 1,000 children. And it's a horrible, awful thing, honestly, it really is. But if you think about it, there's so much more nuance to the genophage problem than the game, than Mass Effect 1 leads us to believe. Because if they had been rebellious as the Rachni had been, they would have been wiped out in the same manner the Rachni had been. It's just this big, nuanced thing that you can, it's not, from, again, not advocating for genocide in any way. Don't believe genocide's okay. But at least the species isn't going extinct. Anyway, back to the game.
The genophage was a mistake bordering on a war crime. Recreating it is unforgivable.
Don't want me on team? Don't bring me. Can stay here, work on collector research. But no apologies. Did what was right. Hope you do the same if necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Yeah. No, man, it's, yeah. Oh, it's
No messages for you, Commander.
Just this thing that you gotta go, yeah. Oh, man. Anyway. On to deck 3. Gonna go up and talk to Miranda. Miranda might not have anything to say to me, though.
Commander, what can I do?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do,
Yeah, Miranda
Shepard.
doesn't have anything to say.
Maybe.
I'll let you
Of
work.
course,
That's
Commander.
fine. Gyrus.
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep on talking. That's funny.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
No, we're
We
not
haven't
with them.
joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was
Yeah,
simple.
that's true.
We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
Yeah, Scarus should go join back with CSEC with the new.
How'd you end up fighting
captain in
mercenaries
charge.
here on Omega?
I went back to CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in, someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you
Fire
get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security
Yes, it is
consultants
case.
tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope.
As in his case, would be a
Never did.
legit squad.
Shows what I know.
And a fire team is 3 to 4 people, so we mostly have a fire team. squad would be 6 to 8 people, so I guess he would have a squad. But we have a fire team.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us.
No, he'd have more than a
Former
squad.
military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
That's why your hideout should be a ship, like mine. Then you can move it.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
We should replace Garrus's armor. I don't understand why we don't replace Garrus's armor. We replace his face, but not his armor, apparently. Alright. Okay, I'm trying to think. Anyone else that I need to talk to right now? No, I think that's it. Okay, so with that, go back to the conversation. Oh, I need to ask Garrus about upgrades. Sorry. We'll just, we'll go ask Garrus about some upgrades real quick. We'll be right back when, when I pop up in Garrus' face. Alright, we're back. Went and got an upgrade. He just had, Garrus had upgrade. Garrus's upgrade is a new cannon called the Thanix cannon. With that, we're gonna go recruit our next team member. Before we do that, though, I want to demonstrate. We're gonna buy some fuel. I want to demonstrate the how the scanning system works. So we press the start scanner button, start scanning, and if you see on the right side of my screen, you see that like bar graph thing. Underneath it is the list of the 4 minerals. How high that graph is ticking shows you
Probe launched.
approximately if it's like how many of those minerals you're gonna get. So you right click, you scan around the planet, and you launch your probes. This is very important to do in a normal playthrough because you want to try to be getting as many minerals as you want. I'm obviously not going to be showing
research
you.
projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Yep. So I'm obviously not going to be doing this too terribly much because it's not like the most entertaining thing for me to do and sit around and watch me. That's not the button I meant to press. Watch me scan planets for hours on end and get minerals. So not doing this. So we're not doing that. You don't watch me do that. I do a little bit of it, but that will mostly be off screen. We're gonna go here to recruit the Warlord. All right. Enter orbit and land. Take Garrus and Miranda with me. Oh man, I really wish, just a pet peeve, I wish that they would give you enough squad points to like fill out and be like an even number. Because it'll always cut back to the screen as long as you have like even 1 squad point to spend. And because the higher rank it is, the more points it costs to get things, the longer it takes.
The dossier doesn't say if Okeer is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed. Perfection is your goal.
Broadcasting orders over loudspeaker. Charming.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
That's how I do it. If I had a group of mercenaries that I was in charge of,
You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
I would broadcast my orders over the loudspeaker.
Observation post. And ready for a fight, it looks like.
That's not what I meant to press.
Going to cover!
Good shot!
Alright, take care of them real quick. Once you get a few upgrades in your guns, it's like combat becomes a bit easier.
Shit. Won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... You son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I've got a nice application of Metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old
overflow.
Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Patrol, the last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There, you see? I'm helping.
Have you seen Okeer? Does he know about all of this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless.
Shot hundreds
Anyone
of
up there,
Krogan?
they
Wow.
know what's going on.
What's Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
Replace us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me.
That's
Only
true.
she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Oh man.
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
The scare was a nice touch.
Thank you.
I thought so. Come on.
I like
Our
scaring
warlord is
people.
somewhere in...
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation, legal and otherwise.
Hostiles ahead, watch it. Here we go.
You're on the ground for a long time after I yeet you in the air and slam you back down. Watch the death trap. You're shooting me.
Concussive shot ready.
I want you to use these.
Affirmative. Nice shot.
Alright.
Team 4, do you read? Team 4, Tom, tell Jador we have a problem. Patrols are going north. Either the Krogan are pushing or we're being raided.
That would suck. Can you just imagine, like, suddenly being yeeted up into the sky? Like,
Firing a high impact shot.
that would suck. Getting yeeted in the sky and then thrown back down to the ground with huge amounts of
Stand
force.
by your warning. As ferocious as they are, failures are
Found that one.
Yeah, that's a lot of Dick Rogan.
We're compromised.
Ship fire from the compound. If they're not killed immediately, all bonuses will be denied.
Not that one. Headshot.
Hello, Krogan. It hasn't killed me yet.
Are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
I'm honored.
He's only a week old?
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Oh.
Bred to kill.
That's why they're able to kill hundreds of them.
I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
Interesting.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
It was taught enough to be tested, but for what?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
Okeer's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that, but it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
That's
A lab with krogans. Sounds like an attempt to cure the genophage.
Cure. Cure was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
Maybe he's prone to the insanity that the Merc mentioned.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okeer expect these krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
I have no idea. It doesn't look like he's had much success with these krogan.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okeer.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts.
So that's how he
behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Glad he's friendly.
Me too. Krogan looks so cool in my opinion. I think Krogan are awesome.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
You could have run or tried to fight your way back to the labs. Why stay here?
I am waiting. The voice told me, if they come, I fight. But I will not run, and I will not follow. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
I kind of want to bring him with me. He's kind of dope.
Don't like the look of that. Stay alert.
Like, he's kind of like, he's just this, like,
Must be a damn life. They're all
down to earth Krogan. That would be a cool companion to have.
Try a real man.
Unlike these Krogan who are trying to kill me.
Who authorized that Krogan release? Okeer?
She will have order in her compound. But
Moving in close.
she doesn't want to say that. Can I?
This should punch through their armor. This should slow them down.
How did that miss? He was right in front of you.
Incoming!
I'm taking fire.
I can't believe I freaking missed.
Not that one! Watch the Krogan!
Hey, that hit. And stay down.
Down the grid. We're blind and getting hit on all sides. Where are the heavies?
So there's a small amount of Krogan, untrained Krogan, that probably works, but when there's a large amount of untrained Krogan, that's kind of a pain.
I'll take it.
Enemy!
Why are they shooting at each other? They were totally shooting at each other. You heard that, right? They were shooting at each other before I came through the door.
One less. Concentrate fire now.
Like, that was weird.
Now let's finish you off.
More shields for you. But apparently Miranda decided to go take all those rocket launchers to the face. Like this.
Overloading their systems.
Thank you.
Concentrate on the krogan charge or we're all dead. Who's a genius who gave them arms?
Jador. Doesn't seem like Jador is the brightest person in the game. Alright, let's see. Whew, there we go.
Taking cover!
Kill the trespassers. I'll deal with the traitorous Okeer.
I don't like rockets being shot at my face.
Perfect. Overloading their systems.
Alright.
Snipe that one!
Something over here, yeah. Med kit. Anything else? Nope, that's it.
Berserkers are going down, but the outsider commandos are still incoming. Repeat, still incoming.
Ouchies.
Never saw me coming.
Eat my biotics.
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move!
Lord, I command that they be killed. What is so hard to understand?
What is so hard to understand? They understand perfectly what you want
There we
done.
go.
It's the whole getting it done that's the problem.
That's how I feel.
One less to worry about.
Deploying tech overload.
Push forward, team, push forward.
She'll lose all our toys if we don't get
Onward,
back up.
Shepard soldiers. Alright, so we got some power cells right here. Got a wall safe. Give us some
Concentrate
arrows.
fire on my position. Concentrate on. Ah!
And he's dead. A PDA to hack. I much prefer hacking to bypassing. Bypassing is just a pain to me. Except for when I don't get given the code I need. That's a bigger pain than not being able to bypass. Alright. Let's go forward.
Jador! Damn it! Someone get her off the stick!
Jador sounds like one of my the usual manager. What do you mean you aren't able to do it? There's 3 of them. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Nothing up here, right?
I need cover!
Now let's finish you off.
Ouch.
Fire away, Tango.
Alright, Miranda, stop taking rockets to the face.
Spotted them!
Garrus, take cover, please. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Very nice.
Yes. Generally, that's how it goes.
Overloading their systems.
I feel like Protocol 5 is for everything. Did she say that about special? Oh, she's probably saying it's probably Protocol 5. Something means someone died, which means use that special protocol. It's probably what it means.
Dropped!
Yeah, after I picked your sorry butt up. Come on, Miranda. Take cover. Not the button I meant to press.
Night.
Also, not who I targeted. All right. Anything down exciting or interesting over here? Before we go anywhere else? I guess this is the way I came, I guess. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Weird. I should probably reload. Loading is generally a good thing to do. Alright.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me.
Do I? Yeah, I know who she is.
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, ran a Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
Glad she made it out.
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab.
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okeer is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right?
Yeah, but
and
not when
sometimes
it's like
giving one pays off.
death like that.
I take care of my debts.
What's Okeer trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okeer mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Finding you in a place like this makes me think letting you go was a mistake. You don't want that.
We agree on that. Don't worry. I plan on staying as far away from anything to do with you as possible. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
Thanks. That doesn't look like running.
I'm all for second chances. Not so sure on third ones.
Secure terminal. Hacking. See, and when it's boom, boom, boom like that. That's part of why I like hacking better than bypassing. It's much faster.
Here you are. I've watched your progress. It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
I take it you're Okeer? You don't seem particularly caged, or grateful that I'm here.
You may claim to be here to help, but the formerly deceased Shepard is not a sign of gentle change.
That's accurate.
Surprised. Old Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I didn't have a lot of room for finesse.
Exactly.
If there'd been any other solution, I'd have considered it.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider, one that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
We're here about the collectors. We couldn't care less about your problems.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me.
Why are they useless,
I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
I thought the Krogan ideal was a return to the numbers that threatened the galaxy.
We will not need numbers. My soldier is a template. It is a greater threat than all the Phantom siblings that would have been at its flank. The galaxy still bears the scars of the Horde, but it will learn to fear the Lance.
Interesting.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange, so isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan.
Oh wow.
I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats.
Wow.
I say, let us carry the genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
Your methods are extreme, but you know how to deconstruct a threat. Will you help us?
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage, but my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
Okay then.
Attention, I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks.
Oh no.
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
You could just start over like she plans to. What's the big deal?
This tank is pure. It involved as much trial as data. Starting over will not duplicate it. It must survive. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
I don't like the sound of that. There was a lab terminal I can bypass right here.
Now what's this?
And it's not so bad once you know what you're looking for, but it's still not the greatest. It's not the most fun thing in the world to do. Imagine it would suck even more on a controller.
I think she's talked enough.
No, screw the mech, screw the mech, screw the mech.
Here we go.
Mech and Krogan? Yeah, I would dare. Now stay up. Ouch! You shot me, Garrus.
Clear the blast zone.
I appreciate whoever knocked the mech down, but now I can't see it. The heck did the mech go? All I did was flop on the ground.
Look out!
Found that one.
That's not the button I press.
You won't win! You can't! Alarms in the lab. Damn it, what's Okeer doing back there?
Shepard, the lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are...
Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
If I knew why the Collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier. This Grunt. Perfect.
Well. There we go.
Why would someone so fanatical sacrifice himself for one Krogan?
No telling what Okeer jammed into this thing's head. Releasing it may not be wise.
A pure Krogan could pack a hell of a punch. We can always use another heavy hitter.
If he'll help.
Every
I doubt
party
anyone's
needs a
asked
Krogan.
for his opinion.
Normandy, Okeer is a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval. And he's a big one.
He sure is.
Bringing the Krogan for study makes sense, but I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
A normal Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
There's no way he's getting out unless one of us lets him out.
Or unless Okeer installed some sort of failsafe. Or a malfunction causes the tank to shut down.
I'm not saying we take a crowbar to it right now, but I'm not giving up a potential resource.
right now.
It's your decision, Commander. Just be careful.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with them.
I'm saying we take a crowbar to it right now. Alright. Unread messages, no new unread messages. Kelly.
Is it true we have a pod containing a baby Krogan down in the cargo hold?
It's not a baby.
He's a full-grown super soldier, ready for combat.
Please be careful if you decide to birth him. His personality is completely unknown.
That's
anyway,
true.
how may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. Well, let's go let a Krogan out. Pretty sure he's on the port side.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Wow.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okeer's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
That's interesting.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Yep.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
You sound so condescending right there, Edie. Gosh dang, he's huge.
Human. Male.
Accurate.
Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer? Or Legacy?
Like a real
It's
name?
short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Huh? Offer one hand but arm the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Alright. That is Grunt. Grunt is one of my favorite characters in this game. I know I say that about a lot of characters, but there are some characters that I legitimately just kind of like towards. Grunt is not one of those characters, but I love Grunt. Anyway, this is where we're at. This is where we're going to end the episode today. Yeah, tune in next time to see what will happen with Grunt and what will happen with everything else in the series. And thanks for coming out. It's been a lot of fun. I will talk with you later. Bye, guys.